D.C. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's into the clear. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Score Cowboys 7, Commanders 0. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee and they'll begin at the 35.
Yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Daniels rolling to his left. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They will run. It's Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
21-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Wolverine.
Diggs in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left side to Lamb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think this quarterback knew the blitz was coming pre-snap. He knew they only needed a short gain to pick up the 1st down, so he got the ball out of his hand almost instantly and let his receiver fight for the 1st down. A really nice job all the way around.
Play action now, Prescott.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Dallas.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third-down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does its job, takes it away, turns over the offense. He's picked up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Prescott now. Open man, that's Jake Ferguson, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll roll him out right. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's a great job of knowing how much they need for a first down. He didn't force it down the field, just found his man to get a new set of downs.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Commanders nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Daniels looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
To throw is Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So since that last game did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Now Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. Here's Lane. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sonny Styles. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 24 yards. And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0.
Commanders, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 9.
Hey, Pillar.
Now Daniels. It's caught by Jalen Lane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll leave this one for White. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane, 41 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Commanders 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Daniels going to give to Krosky Merritt. And he's got this one across midfield in the Cowboy territory. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Washington first down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Now an audible here into something else.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2. Oh, that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Commanders first down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's to Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throw. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Down the left sideline. Javonte Williams racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Looking to throw. Prescott. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Sonny Styles. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the safety, Caleb Downs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
He was brought down by Nick Cross. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was